Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the first episode in my series, $5 Dollar Tree Trust Challenge. Chow, 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 chow. That sounded like it was a lot more impressive in my head. But anyway, there are some rules, like every challenge, that we have to follow. Number 1, make a friend. Now it has been brought to my attention that not everyone wants to make a new friend, stranger, that you ask to do things for you as soon as you meet them. So, you may use a pre-existing friend or family member, or someone you know online. Have fun. Number 2, make $5. How you make that $5 is up to you as long as it's legal. I made my $5 by looking around, underneath the sofa, behind the bed, in my jeans to get some quarters, and then I stole the rest of my money from my sister because she owed me and wouldn't give it to me. Then you go to Dollar Tree. That's not on here, but you should expect it because this is a Dollar Tree challenge. You have your $5, you let your friend buy you one item. It's of their choosing. I set forth the following criteria. No consumables, meaning no food, no cleaning supplies, no candy. Anything else in the store? Fair game. Buy me a stuffed animal. Buy me a pack of balloons. Buy me some homewares. Buy me a tea towel. Buy me a hammer. Whatever. I will make something with it. Then, once you have your one item, you will use your remaining $4 to purchase 4 additional items. To number 5, make something. I allowed myself to use things that were already in my home within reason. You can't use chalk paint. You can't spray paint something. You can use some glue, you can use some tape, you can use your glue gun. Don't go buck wild trying to turn something into something it's never gonna be. This is $5. Don't go over 6 with stuff you have from home. And rule number 6, register to vote because your voice now means more than ever. So, let's go back to number 1. Let me make a friend. Introducing Melanie, if that's her real name. I saw her and I said, man, she's pretty. She's got nice hair. Expertly applied makeup. And what a fantastic pashmina she's wearing. Side note here, hair, makeup, and pashmina provided by Adam Shenevert. Because this is not just a friend that I met on the street that had a nice pashmina on. She is also known by many aliases, including Mom, Ma, Mama, Mama, Ma, Mama Bear, and Hey You, because Melanie is not just Melanie. She's my mother. As photo proofs, here's a picture of us together. Yes, I have a face. I'm not just a pair of hands. I'm as shocked as you are. Here she is in the lower right-hand corner. She's a very small, tiny person. She's only 2.5 feet tall. No, she's actually like 5'5", and I'm like 7'6". Not really. I wish I was. Anyway, this is my mother, who I trust, who I thought always had the best intentions with me. But she betrayed me. Still, in the end, you know I triumphed. Because all I do is win, win, win. So let's get to the video. After zero consideration, my mother gave me this. Yeah, hardware storage case. 11 openings, a little tab that won't break off. What am I gonna do with this? I trusted her, she betrayed me, but not to worry. Because I won't be beaten. I won't let my mom win, even though she's a jerk for buying this. But it's fine, because I got some glitter. Little 6-pack here for $1. I got some sparkly body powder stuff. Any guesses? Oh, and then I wanted to put some on so I would feel sparkly. Like a vampire. I got a 12-pan eyeshadow palette. I want to know who is combining these colors to make an eye look. Not very pigmented, and last but not least, I got a bottle of clear glue. Now I know what you're thinking. Is he just going to glue all that stuff to that organizer and call it a day? No, I had plans. This is about 2 ounces of water. This is a half a teaspoon of borax dissolved in a cup of warm water. A mixing tool, and 4 ounces of clear glue. And if you're thinking, oh God, is he making slime? You're right, I am making slime. Because I could not think of a single other thing to put in this container. Now, I am not an expert at slime, and I'm sure there is a 12-year-old in the comments ready to tell me everything I'm doing wrong, but let me just say, I don't care. You should be in school. You should not be here. So, with that out of the way, I am mixing my water and my glue together. I looked up instructions. There are 1,000 different ways to do this, so I'm just kind of winging it. I think slime's a little bit gross. And I think slime should come in those little candy machines where you put in a quarter and you get the little pantyhose container and it's full of slime. And that's it. You play for it for a couple of days and then your mom throws it away when you're not looking because she thinks it's gross too. So I have my glue, my water. I added in some of my shimmer stuff. The only reason I added this, and I also have the eyeshadows because I didn't know if the eyeshadow was going to be pigmented enough to make some shiny metallic slime. And as you can see, as soon as you add that borax mixed with the water, it starts glooping up and ugh. This was not a pleasant video to make. I don't understand the appeal of the slime, I guess. I mean, I do, but at the same time, no. Like, if my kids wanted to play with this, I'd be like, hoo-hoo! Ooh. I don't think so. And I told a couple of my friends with kids that I was making this, and I was like, I don't have any use for it once it's done. And nobody wants it. But, you know, maybe you know somebody who does want it. So once it's mixed up, I'm kneading it because that's what you're supposed to do. It was sticky. It was stuck to everything. I don't know why this is supposed to be enjoyable, and I certainly don't know why it's supposed to be relaxing. Because it was anything but. So I'm just going to struggle to try to get this off my hands. And, I don't know, add more borax, because I don't know what I'm doing really. I shouldn't say that. I do know. I know the chemistry behind it. I know, you know. But it's just a mess. It's unpleasant. Okay, so I'm just slapping that in a Tupperware container, and I'm going to leave it. Because apparently, if you leave it for a while, it clears up. And it doesn't have so much air trapped in it. So this is what it looks like the next day, maybe? Maybe the day after that? Maybe it was a couple days? I don't remember. So I'm going to dump all that out. And since I have 11 compartments, I'm going to divide this into 12 pieces. Because one of the compartments is the size of 2 of the smaller ones. Get that tag off there finally. So I'm dividing it in half. And then in half again. And then I'm going to go ahead and divide each one of these into thirds. And it's kind of just blobby going in there, but after it sits for a couple seconds, it completely flattens out. And look how pretty that is. That's pretty. It's still a mess, but it's pretty. And this is after it sat for another day, just because I was doing other things and not getting back to it. So my plan is, make this slime palette. I'm going to change all of these to a different color using the glitter and using the eyeshadows, and that's pretty much it. I'm just mixing this stuff, scraping it out. I had 12 eyeshadows and I only had 11 slime, so I put 2 blues in this one since it's a big one. Then mixing it up, and there it is all mixed up, and I'm throwing in a little bit of glitter. And as you can see, I'm trying very hard not to touch it until it's absolutely necessary. And now look at that! It's like a shiny blue slime. And I'm just going to repeat this process until it's all done, pretty much. And I guess if you didn't want to mix all these individually, you could make the slime, put it in a Tupperware container just like that one, and give the eyeshadows and the sparkle stuff and the glitter as a gift, and let them color everything themselves. Because I think the problem most people have with slime is that the making it is so messy, like when you're just making the raw batch of it. So if it was already made, maybe people would have less of a problem with it. I don't know. So here I thought I was just gonna kind of get them on the table and rub it in, and it was gonna be easier, and it wasn't any easier. I'm too old for this. So I got to a point where I was just like, I'm just gonna mix everything together pretty much. Oh, that was a lot of glitter. And this is sped up pretty fast because I think my footage of this was like an hour of me just mixing slimes. Okay, so I'm just gonna put all the glitter in this one, I guess. And I wish I could tell you that it stayed this pretty, but a lot of the glitter sunk to the bottom, which I think that's fun too, because then you get it and you can take the slimes out and mix them again, and you know, the kid gets the experience of mixing all the glitter in. But yeah, looking back, I'm not sure I needed that first little pot of pigment that I put in there, the purpley kind of color, because these eyeshadows definitely did enough. I wish I would have had a eyeshadow palette with more variety, but it is what it is. And most importantly, I, you know, triumphed over my mom. I'm gonna do this challenge with my sister and one of my best friends, and my sister is just, I told her what I wanted. I was like, well, eventually we're gonna do this, and she was like, well, I wouldn't even know what to buy. And I'm like, you literally just buy anything. Like, that's the whole thing. You buy something and then I turn it into something else. Well, no, I don't know what I would buy. And I'm like, oh, just pick something up. She's probably gonna burn me Cheetos. I'm gonna have to glue 2 bags of Cheetos together to make a pillow. And sparkle, sparkle. Oh, now I'm adding a little bit of this to it. See, I mean, if you wanted to go in and spend like $6 to make this, if you weren't doing a challenge, you could buy the smaller palettes that only have like 3 or 4 colors in them and probably get a bigger variety of color than I did, because mine are all this kind of metallic, purpley, brown, glittery. And if ever something didn't look good, I just rolled it in glitter and threw it in there. And that's about it. They all flatten out after a couple of minutes. You can close this up. You got to keep it upright because everything will just kind of slide around the inside. But here's all the finished slimes. Give this to the parent you don't like. And here you can see that they've kind of sunk in a little bit, the glitters and the pigments. But once they're mixed back up, they look pretty good. And I did mix these a little thicker because gloopy slime is like worse than anything, I think, because that's the one that gets everywhere. So it's a little bit thicker. It has more of a putty consistency. I'm sure a 12-year-old in the comments is telling me what it is, but there you go. I poked it a few times because that's what you do. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. It was definitely a challenge, and hope to make some more in the future. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.